Thank you. Joined alongside Carlo, Colaiacovo, and given the opponent, this was by far the most impressive win for Canada at the Men's World Hockey Championship. And Carlo, they were able to do it despite the fact that Finns dominated the start of this game.
And this is the effort we had to expect coming out of Finland, because they came off a very surprising, disappointing loss in Austria last game. And you wonder how Canada was going to handle their first real test of this tournament. Well, early on, it didn't look good for Canada because it felt like they were still playing on cruise control. Sort of the same sort of lackadaisical play we saw in the defensive zone, getting caught flat-footed, standing still a lot in the D zone. But credit to Canada. After being down 2-0, they found their game. They got to it by establishing a forecheck, retrieving loose pucks, winning puck battles, and obviously with John Tavares here creating a great chance for net, they were getting the bounces that they deserved because they were getting to the net. And what would look like a bad start finished an even period after the first 2-2, and then it just felt like Canada was starting to find their game even more as the game went on.
And usually during the NHL season, the Maple Leafs and Lightning are bitter rivals, and yet on the most important goal of this game, it's John Tavares setting up Brandon Hagel.
Yeah, it is. And look, that was a really strong line for Canada today. And the winning goal was almost a carbon copy of the first goal that they scored, where they just understood that to create offense, you had to get the puck behind the Finnish defenseman and win those puck battles along the boards. Hagel does a great job here. Dubois does a great support. Tavares gets to the front of net, a place that he's really, really good at and made a career out of. And Hagel, after the forecheck, gets to an open spot, and a great heads-up play by Tavares, who slides it over him for the game-winning goal. And Tavares, he had an unbelievable night, 2 assists. He was a monster in the face-off circle, and it's nice to see that he was a guy that helped his team battle through some adversity and lead by example.
And in a way, today's game started the real tournament for Canada because their schedule was a little soft to start. They win against Finland, and then in a back-to-back situation, they'll take on Switzerland tomorrow. That's a battle of the two teams in first place in Group A, and then Canada will wrap up the preliminary round against the host. It's Czechia on May 21st as Canada continues to march towards the playoff round of the Men's World Hockey Championship.